It's time for Power Hour.
Love, light, live and shine. Release all your positive residing inside. Tap into the pineal, that third eye vision. See the way to do it, then start living. Love, light, live and shine. Release all your positive residing inside. Tap into the pineal, that third eye vision. See the way to do it, then start living. Love.
Yeah, I don't approve of the singing. It's kind of weird. I don't really dig it, so I don't think you do either. Hold on a sec. What a joke. There's too much mooning going on in these songs. I don't understand. It's like National Mooning in Song Day. Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see y'all. FOMC was today. Jerome Powell spoke. Rates remained unchanged. No surprise there. Just a lot of up and down today. And that's okay because in Power Hour, less than an hour to go until the close, we got ourselves a nice little rally going on. On the 4 hour, we're at the peak of this candle, and you just gotta wonder, well, we're at 97,400. This is about where we were last night when I was live streaming. We were talking about 4K cameras being purchased, and then, you know, just a short while ago it was like, oh, maybe we're not going to be getting a 4K camera, but no, we might be. So the daily is good just because we're above that 618 golden retrace. In fact, they even look what they've done. I mean, whatever. It was resistance. It was regarded, right? April 25th. And look how it's now support. Resistance is support. Totally down with that. If all stays the same or higher, where again, most of the day, Bitcoin was not where it is now. It was trading below. So the high from the close from yesterday. So going for the highest daily candle close since February 21st, I'd say that's pretty awesome. Could you get a sound check, audio check, make sure we're good here? I'm going to change around the angle of my webcam again, just because it's so freaking bright in here. Sound is okay. Pristine. Dang, dude. Using the P word. Oh, yeah, all right. Great news. So, one thing that is also not really surprising is this chart. Bitcoin dominance, man, continuing to rise, unstoppable. Go again, right? Going for its highest daily candle close since January of 2021, going for another multi-year high. Not just yesterday, but today. 46 minutes till that's confirmed. Yeah, there's just not much love on the. I don't know. The alts kind of caught some bids on this little rally we got on the 4 hour. Once the stock market closed, man, they started really running a little bit off their lows, but still massively underperforming Bitcoin itself. So
4K cam support.
Hey, Crypto Ghost, dude, they're 1337, dude. The trash Neo coin. Oh my god, dude. We're gonna have to get a new emoji or something because that thing is hot garbage. I mean, beyond garbage. So, thank you, dude. Yeah. If you don't know, the rule is if we see Bitcoin hit $100,000 before the weekly candle close on Sunday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern, I will be buying a very expensive 4K camera so we can live stream in 4K. This just isn't good enough. This is 1080p. What a joke. I mean, this is straight peasantry of quality. So we could get 4 times more powerful with another camera. So we're praying for Bitcoin 100K before Sunday evening. And any contribution from last night to that candle close would be directly going to that camera. So I mean, I'm dishing it out, right, the remainder, but if you want to contribute to that camera, by all means, support would be appreciated, but it's all good. Ethereum, I don't know how to tell you, dude. It's a heart rate monitor. It broke out weekend at Bernie's breakout, right? It's just flat, but hey, I would take a flat Ethereum over a down Ethereum, I guess, all day. That's what you have to be grateful for. The Ethereum's just not selling off anymore. It's a fixed price. 1824 seems to be fair market price for Ethereum, and I would think that you're waiting on 2K, but in this new paradigm with Bitcoin dominance doing what it's doing, we have no idea, right? How bad the underperformance would be if Bitcoin is what 2.8 2.5% from 100K. It is not even ensured that Ethereum would see 2K if Bitcoin saw 100K. Hey, Daniel Mendez, dude, thanks to 20. We're going to go camera things. That's right, dude. Really appreciate that. What the heck? Okay, we're good. Thank you. We're going for 4K. Apparently, I have to get like a capture card. I have to do all this crazy stuff for 4K. And I'm kind of worried because I don't know if it's going to be... Someone was saying maybe the latency gets bad, like there's a delay or something, but either way. All right. I don't even think there's a reason to look at Ethereum paired against Bitcoin. Oh, yeah, go figure. Look what it did yesterday. Got nuked. And then today, what? It's going to make a lower close. It's about flat, but it's still down 0.11%. Remember, this is just 5-year lows. Just waiting for another big markdown. That'll happen the next time we see a big impulse up or down on Bitcoin, most likely. So it's not going up based on the trend, right? The never-ending story. We're gonna, Ethereum paired against Bitcoin's gonna need that weird-looking dog with wings. That's what it's gonna take. All right. Solana looking okay, actually. 4 hour is maybe where it look okay. Maybe we're bull flagging. You just got some high and tight downsloping consolidation here. Catching a rally into the close. You're going for the highest 4 hour candle close since 4 days ago. So, whatever. Again, these things are just stuck consolidating. XRP is no different. I kind of like Solana more than XRP locally, structurally. XRP been really drawn down. Like XRP made a lower low yesterday than it saw on April 30th. So yeah, optimistic. This pretty strong here. They're not letting it go very far. So high and tight, maybe bull flagging. If Bitcoin's going to 100K, this is going to probably break that supply line. It's performing better than Ethereum for sure. And that would probably continue. XRP's down 1%. That's what I'm saying. It's made a lower low than this April 30th low. They're not the same. And you're getting closer and closer to this. I don't even know if we consider it an inverse head and shoulders at this point. What even is it? It's not invalid, right? This structure is not invalid till they're taking it probably below $2.03. It's been performing pretty terribly. All this here, lower than this high. You'll need a miracle. You'll need Bitcoin to do some stuff. Very positive. Not impressed. But yeah, they held that 200-day moving average yesterday, and you're just sitting sideways. All these assets just waiting for Bitcoin to make a move. And the thing is, though, Bitcoin had been moving, and they still don't really move. So it's a bad market. Like altcoin market, if you've seen one stream, you've seen them all at this point in the past few months. There's no more liquidity. They're becoming, every day that goes by, liquidity gets drained out of them. They get more and more impossible to trade. Yeah, bad market. Who are your big cryptos? BNB's up 0.05%. Okay, just sideways. Very sideways. Nothing to do here. We're just going to look at it. It's up 0.05% today. Great. There's no trade setup to post on this. It's just... dead market. Dead market. Total market cap. Still below that 200-day simple moving average. But still very similar type consolidation structure that Bitcoin's got. Upsloping flag behavior. Like that. I can't be surprised if it breaks upward or downward at this point. But yeah, this is just massive underperformance. This is like a scuffed Bitcoin chart where you got all these losers weighing it down. So we know from the all-time high to low, if this was the Bitcoin chart, we'd be above 3.18 trillion. So massive underperformance, right? A little over one fib node underperformance. Wait, 1.4.
Money making Mitch in 4K.
It's Cactus Jack, man. Thanks for the 690. It feels so good. Contribution. The Verge coin. Dude, we need to redo these. Need to get some reputable companies like Tractor Supply or something instead of Verge coin. I mean, what a joke. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. Cool. Altcoins. Great. Useless. But hey, they're there. Like Dogecoin, man. This is top 10 crypto. Hey, it's not collapsing. We hammered yesterday. Do we got a hammer, chat? That is a hammer. But you have a well-established downtrend. We need to wait. When we start recapturing these yellow lines, we recapture, reconfirm. Stuff like that would make me feel a lot better. That's all it takes. It doesn't take that much. But they have to occur. And until then, we just kind of wait for that to happen. And if it doesn't, well, we don't own it. And then it collapses. Okay, go figure. But it's pathetic that we discussed this yesterday. Just from this high. Forget the highest high. We'll go with this high to low. You haven't even seen a 23% retrace yet, man. That is so pathetic. No money has been coming into this coin. But yeah, congrats. It's not collapsing. That's a big deal, man, I guess. I don't even know. Dude, I don't even have my applause. Really? I gotta get more of these more of the soundboards set up.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I need to do some more work. So we got 37 minutes to close. That's your crypto market. Let's just say crypto has seen way better days, man. Way better days. Okay, it's just not. What's the point of even looking at it? I mean, let's go to Bitcoin futures. We got some bad news. Bad news, chat. You have a new unfilled gap. Yep. Bitcoin rallied. Just happened to rally in this little 60-minute period where futures are closed temporarily, right? From 5 p.m. Eastern to 6 p.m. Eastern. Stock market futures are closed. CME futures are closed, right? A lot of commodities, they're closed. Everything closes for an hour, and like during that hour, Bitcoin rallied, and so when 6 p.m. occurred, Bitcoin was a higher price, and so you have now this unfilled gap at 96,665. Very obnoxious, because you know that's going to fill at some point, right? But hey, we still got 91,880 that's not filled. You know that's going to fill. We just don't know. We might be at 105 first, and then later we come down there months later. So that's where we are. 97,865. Can't escape the gaps, man. Keston, pass the tardy sauce, man. The spider. Oh, this price action, man. It's just. I get it. Yeah, it's the Fair and Open Market Committee, Jerome Powell. Okay, but man, they are not going anywhere, are they? What is concerning is like. We keep looking at this and we keep understanding that from your previous discernible swing high to low, you're at below the 88% retrace. As you said, value perceived area for a short seller, they're going to come in. So I think exceeding that would be spectacular. Breaking the 200 moving average would be amazing. Retracing 100% or more would be amazing, but we're not doing any of that yet. So it's kind of like, should we keep our guard on? Maybe still. This could be the lowest high of the downtrend. So just let's remain cautious. And the other thing, we are below 565. I mean, I am rooting for the day that the S&P 500 buyers recapture 565, the 200 moving average, 100% retrace, make a higher high. I cannot wait, dude. But until that happens, like, what do you want me to do? Be like optimistic and happy and excited that it's not happening yet? Because it hasn't happened. It has to happen for like us to really reverse course here, which we could be in a downtrend. Because you put in these highs, you put in a low, you put in a lower high, you put in a lower low. Yeah, you got a higher low, but you're not making a higher high yet. So we need some more juice, man. Some more Jesus juice. And the Jesus juice got to take us over 575. Especially 565. Come on, that is such a line in the sand right there. Yeah, very weak volume. Yeah, man. Selling may go away. Like, they got the memo for sure. So it's great that the buyers of the Dow Jones broke that supply line. But, dude, I'm just, again, I'm not, it's not an opinion. It's like 41,200. Is it real? Candle close, wick. Yeah, it's very real from history. It was support here, too. It was resistance. It's real. And all they did today was rally up to go confirm its validity as a resistance again. And it closed the day below the inflection point. I mean, it's like you didn't have to do much to close above the level. They just said, nah, we're not going to do it. We're just going to close below the key inflection point. I just don't. It's not exciting. It's not great. I can't wait till it happens. And there's an unfilled gap at 42,200. 200 moving average up there too. There's just so much work that needs to be done to get really comfortable again with these index funds, because they're not giving us enough yet to feel actually comfortable. Just saying. I can't wait to be excited, but I can't be yet. Same situation here. It's like you could just be looking at some sort of Gartley. Like you could like, I hope not. I'll be the most excited person in the world when this fails utterly and we just green candles. We're at 18.6 and haha, stupid W shape didn't even make sense. Yeah, I know. I can't wait. But until then, we just have to be cognizant of the 88% retrace being achieved. You are not above the key inflection zone. You need to be above. But we will be monitoring this daily. Once it does happen, for real, I will be here to tell you, to talk about it. You should be paying attention to these levels too. You're just not. So it's almost a prime place for a pullback, or a sell-off. It's almost prime. And you just hope, right? You hope that, like, there's no way this is real, right? No freaking way this is happening. No way, bro. You're crazy. You're out of your stupid mind to think we would ever be rising wedging on an index fund. I hope not. I pray to God no, because that would be really bad for everyone long. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Was there anything different? Like, anytime I see 886, I get a little concerned. I was concerned here. I was concerned on the Dow Jones in February. Oh, dude, we completed the W shape that we've seen a billion times across all markets. It's just there. Doesn't mean it's going to play. They could just bust. We're going higher, but eventually, how did it resolve? We didn't know a crash was coming, but at least the first impulse was amazing. Yeah, then the bear flag, and then Trump tweets and tariffs and trade war. But you just always got to be a little concerned about 88% retraces. Russell 2000, it's the same thing. We're like, man, this is not dead. Like, this idea, it's down. 2000 was regarded as a resistance, and you're just trading below support resistance. Yeah, you're like at the apex, man. We're like there. You're squeezed in here. Resolution's coming for sure. But you just gotta wonder, is it really a rising wedge? I hope not. I hope we just break upward and resolve bullishly. That would be great, but dude, look at the trend. Trend is a bear trend. Lower highs, lower lows consecutively. The whole year of 2025 is virtually a bear trend on the Russell 2000. It just is and has been. And now we have been constructing a pattern. It can resolve either way. It can resolve up or down. But we've been constructing a pattern since Trump tweeted April 9th. So we've got about 1 month large rising wedge that you can measure a move up or down of the structure, but the issue is just like the context where it's like we're in a confirmed downtrend on the daily. And bearish patterns, bearish trends tend to be reliable, and if they are reliable, they tend to perform pretty well. So yep, so I just, we're in this limbo where really, really low volume. 'Tis the season, really low volume. We're hitting these magic deep retraces from previous highs to lows. We're unable to really break above key resistances. It's kind of a little unsettling. It makes it hard to trust, okay? Makes me weary. But all we need is data, like the data points, right? Make higher highs, recapture 200, recapture key inflection points. That's all we need. We're so close, but if we can't do it, well, this could be where buyers relent. And I hope not, okay? Gold. Well, chat, we do have a confirmed bearish inside bar on the daily, okay? You know, it's a potential bearish inside bar or the bearish harami. If you catch fall through today, it'll be confirmed with price action, but if not, hey, just keep it going. But yeah, but you could be confirming a top here on gold and whatever, but maybe not. Like, I'm not here to say that we got to get confirmation of this Japanese candlestick reversal. The thing is, you had a Japanese candlestick reversal here, the shooting star slash dark cloud cover, and it caught, you know, asks. It sold off from there. It marked a short-term top, but then you had 6% in 2 days, and all of a sudden, risk on starts being okay, and then all of a sudden you have this candle, though. If equities begin, you would think, right? You would think if equities start selling off at their 886s, this is not a top. Like, this would probably start rallying. Gold's been a pretty good inverse chart, inverse correlated to the stock market, the risk on market. Yeah, so anyone think gold's top is in? Or nah, no way, dude. Send it. 3,600. Yeah, if you look at it in linear scale, it's just ridiculous. It's like, have fun calling a top. I think when it ends, it's not going to be good, though. Like, we have a huge FOMO situation. Could end up just getting consolidation like this, like we saw in April of last year. Rectangle or something, just go range bound for a while before eventually ripping higher later this year. Silver, man, that's a pretty gross candle, but yeah, I mean, we're making lower highs now than the previous high, and this high is lower than this high. Hold on one sec. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I mean, monthly is fine, but the daily's starting to get a little weird. Where, what is this, chat? What is it? From this high point to low point, what kind of retrace did you get? Pretty much an 88% retrace. I mean, when you make 886 retraces, you start seeing reactions. So you're reacting, pausing a little bit. I hope it holds. You just got to wonder, like, if it does, if gold's top is in, how does silver rally? Silver would have to just inverse correlate to gold, and that hasn't really been the case. Gold to silver. Just doing XAU USD to XAG USD like that. Okay, gold paired against silver. I mean, you can see this outperformance. It's almost like they broke out and it's getting ready to run higher. That's not really good for silver bugs. Yeah, this chart's kind of terrible for silver people. Gold people, though, are like the gold bidders. Kind of love this. This is like a massive breakout. Like you can see this big overhead resistance, and now you just got wide open spaces till at least maybe 115 here. Yeah, so this chart doesn't really imply that silver is going to start outperforming gold. Dang, man, I wonder what is gold at in price to the US dollar if it's at 114 or even 125. Yeah, dude. So, like, I guess the big story of the big tech world will be Google. Apple announced that it's getting into AI, and like, man, as they were like breaking, it's hard to trust this market, man. Like, you'd think, is it really that big of a deal? Like, you know, AI, Apple doing AI that would make Google just plummet. It was down over 9% at the lows today and closed right at a very, dude, look where it closed at. Dang, man, the old 2021 cycle top. That's where it closed at. I don't think you want to lose that, man. That would be really bad news. So the issue, right? It's kind of like this whole, all right, no higher highs, really. Below the 200 moving average, below support resistance. It's kind of where the index funds are. But they haven't done enough to definitively say the trend's reversing. So you might get stuff like this, and the downtrend continues as this high here is lower than this high, this high. Now we make a lower low. It's your 130 is your target. Yikes. So nothing else was like this. I mean, Nvidia was even up 3% today. Beautiful. All right, we finally did it, man. You broke a neckline of maybe a double bottom here, springback test. That's great. 117.06. Once you break 118, that's where the party probably gets started. And high to low. You're already nearing a 50% retrace. See the 200s there. Yeah, 130. Okay, God, they can all act as resistance. 130, 136, 140, whatever. All these peaks here. But if we're going to complete a major harmonic or something, and you know, May is like one of the best performing months ever for semiconductors, Nvidia especially. You get something like that, it could take you to 145. And I would think like, okay, if Nvidia does that, Bitcoin goes to 105 to complete its own W shape. Yeah, let's all have our alerts set up above 118, because you break that level, that's where we could have a really big markup. So looking way better than Google. God. Amazon up 2% today. Okay, this one's pretty nice because like they broke the supply line and then they officially back tested it as support. This unfilled gap here that was annoying, they filled the gap. I know there's one below you on like all of these, but to get back above 188 here, I mean, this is where you think about common retraces. You know, you golden zone between the 382 and the 618. You could be going on a big rally here on Amazon, but they still haven't even taken out the Trump tweet high. Low volume. Market conditions after crashing. Yeah, at this point, you'd probably have a stop loss on Amazon at like 184. I don't even think the tolerance for losses here. That's as tight as you could be. Like below that, I don't even know if you want to own it. So you're just hoping for the impulse wave is beginning, and it's going to take us up to like 205 or at least 200 bucks. That peak from July last year. Yeah, I mean, it could be dragging stuff, kind of like Bitcoin. I mean, this is kind of what Bitcoin looked like. Right, you remember the dragon? I mean, it looked like this. It was just, okay, you broke out. You broke the spine of the dragon, the supply line, and you're just floating right here. That's like Amazon in its own right. It's got 1 foot, the second foot. Meta up 1.62%. Testing that $600 level now. Still couldn't break it. Still. Hold on one sec. My food just got here. Wednesdays I don't do my meal plan. So one sec, hold on. All right, sorry. Yeah, so 600 bucks, big deal, but it's like drag-in situation, like Amazon, maybe a little bit like Nvidia. Tesla had its own little, right? Dragon situation. Below key inflection points, just sideways, man. There is just not, this market is not really going anywhere. It is a dead market, right? I mean, April 25th to now, you getting that. That is bots, low liquidity, low volume, can't break resistance, so you're at the top of maybe a range with good downside potential. It's very tough, man. Very tough market. Microsoft, I mean, it's still just frozen above 430 since earnings. That's 5 days now. Just what do you do with this? But it had the same type of little 1 and 2 here, so you're just hoping that these other Mag 7s can catch up with candles like this and go on some deep retraces. Then Apple down 1.1%. Wow, they didn't look good, right? It was real bad most of the day. I set up an alert. But they rallied it to close right at, but just below the swing low, swing high from January 2024, August 2024. And then the candle closes from August 2023. Dang, man, that is, to lose that, back to 182. But wait, I thought they developed new AI, so why would this not rally? Why would it still be down? Making its lowest daily close since April 17th. And Google plummets. Not a good trend, right? Not trending, is trending downward. Yeah, dude. Let's look at MicroStrategy today. Same chop, man, after that crazy run. I think just waiting on Bitcoin, right? If Bitcoin can make it to 100, you're probably going to 440 easy. It was up 1.78% today, up 0.59% after hours due to Bitcoin's little rally, and that's about it, man. 15 minutes till the daily close. I haven't looked at Coin in a minute. How's Coin doing? Eesh. They ran it up to 205, and it's just trading below it, unfortunately, in its downtrend. So, man, could you imagine if they did this? We sell off a little more, and then you get a perfect inverse head and shoulders like that. That'd be too perfect. Come back to 178. Yep. Okay. So down 0.17% today. These assets just are not moving. They're not going anywhere. But to just reiterate ones that are like, hey man, that's a pretty good looking asset. Like LAC here. Dude, I'm telling you, it takes a long time. It's a very rare situation on an asset to develop like this. Okay, this is just so real. I mean, this is an asset to have in the portfolio. It just is, man. Like, okay, I want to just own this. I'm not going to look at it. I'm good. I mean, you got a 516 to 678 target. That means doubling your position eventually. That's quite the harmonic framework. I mean, it is a specimen. And then LMT, I think, still looks really good for a lot of upside. Yeah, once you break 500, you're going to be gone. But yeah, you're putting in your highest lows, and forget the daily. Even though the daily looks so good, it's all about the monthly on this one. This one's just crazy. Look what they did. You had 6 months in a row, okay, an entire bi-yearly candle, and then it finally concluded with a whole quarter of testing this demand line going back to 2018 as support, and then a bullish engulfing candle. So it's just like, I think that's a good signal candle to own. And then an 886 retrace from October 2023 to the high. I mean, that is just a value perceived area for longs. Again, it's just holding it, position, trade, not worrying about its day to day. Saw the VIX, it was trying to hold up, and at the end of the day, after Jerome Powell stopped talking, I don't know, there was some tweet that happened about chips and Trump, I don't know, and then the futures market started rallying, and then that's when the VIX started dumping. So the VIX during the speech was at 25.5, and now it's down 4.89%. So hopefully it continues to draw down. That'd be great for equities. Bro, talk crypto. Well, if you knew what was going on, I talked crypto before I talked stocks. So, where you been? And what do you want to do? What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about some loser scam coins? What's your favorite Beanie Baby? I guarantee your favorite Beanie Baby is a scam. It won't do anything to help anyone. Okay, and it's not an investment. It's not. Bro, look at like Neocoin, dude. Look at Neocoin, bro. The basement of all basements. Yeah, what a good asset. December 2018. It's trading at the same price now as it was trading at all those years ago. This is crypto. Neocoin. Loop ring. Dude, look at loop ring. It's so, come on, bro. It's so good. Let's see, loop ring, testing an old resistance from 2018. Oh yeah, it's resistance after making its lowest low. It's making its lowest high bearish back test. That's crypto. That's the state of crypto. Complete and utter trash. Bitcoin's cool, but crypto, bunch of losers, man. Shiba's gonna be all right, man. I mean, Shiba, I guess above 1300 you're okay, 1340, but man, they're just lowest low, lowest high. They keep violating the level. I mean, they're not really regarding it anymore. I mean, below this level too long is just bad. But I don't see how it goes to 766 if Bitcoin's going to rally. You know, if it's going to head on up to 100K plus. This is probably going to rally too. All these scam coins will rally too because Bitcoin rallies. And it's not because there are good structures. It's just because that's how it works, man. Uniswap? Dude, look at this. People are like, could you look at crypto, dude? You just like want me to look at a dumpster fire. Like there's no liquidity. No one's trading these. There's no market maker in these coins anymore. They're just gone. They like exited the market. So you're just like, oh, we're just sitting at levels not seen since November 2023. What Tezos coin? Okay. Recently just made the lowest level since March 2019. And it's just doing, look at this wick here. It's just dead. There's no market maker. It's just trash. It doesn't matter if they break upward, like randomly. They'll just randomly pump. At some point, it'll happen. You'll get a big green candle, and it will be like someone's at the casino and they hit the jackpot, and it's like, congratulations. How long did you have to sit in this asset, this scam, before you finally got your green candle, pulling the lever of the slot machine 1,000,000 times, and you finally hit the jackpot after all these losses? Yeah, but yeah, I get it. There are a couple that are okay. XLM's like, you know, they broke out of the falling wedge. Oh, my camera died. Gosh dang it, man. I keep forgetting to change out the battery. One sec. Good lord, dude. What I'll do though is I'll get like a battery pack, and I'll like have this thing. Oh, hold on. I remember that meme. The country music meme, when somehow there were radio frequencies in my computer playing country music. I remember that. That was nuts. So yeah, I mean, there are ones like this where it is a beautiful structure. It's a beautiful breakout. Like XLM, I mean, you would think in a normal market with plenty of liquidity, you'd get a nice common retrace. But the trend is still lowest low, lowest high, trading below the 200 moving average, trading below key inflection points. I guess like the place to construct a plan, maybe 23 cents. Yeah. Maybe inverse head and shoulder stuff, but I mean, no one's buying this stuff. Like, you got this initial rally and you just been selling off. Hopefully it seems controlled at least. So maybe it's a nice methodical, you know, right? You got a nice wave up and a short wave down, and you pivot and you run again, A, B, C, D or something. Yeah, something like this. But yeah, how long you gonna wait? How long is it gonna take? Beautiful pattern breakout, but not much really going on since it broke out. Same with V-Chain. Like V-Chain, beautiful structure, breakout back test, but all they did, at least on this one, they ran it up to make a higher high / same high, and you could be, I mean, gosh, dang, man, they could really paint a pretty pattern, couldn't they, if they wanted? And I guess if you never even make it there, a high or low, like something like that, it'd be a beautiful inverse head and shoulders, very well defined neckline, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Easy to manage risk down here. That'd be amazing if we got that. But yeah, there's your crypto. That's the crypto market, man. So awesome, huh? No one even wants to see it. Except one guy in chat wants to see it. No, this is not a new place. Yeah, only 3 coins of the future: Bitcoin, Fartcoin, and Solana. Funny. I mean, XRP is always going to be around, dude. They facilitate a service to banks. They just do. But owning XRP doesn't mean you're investing in Ripple. Sorry, the company. Eric, good luck, man. You might be waiting a while. But look, dude, I'd probably be more comfortable holding V-Chain than a lot of these other ones, just because it's already broken out. It's already made it the same high / maybe a higher high, and there's such pathetic selling pressure right now that I think any day you could get some sort of crazy good candle. He's going to go test 2.8 cents and break that, though. And there's just stupid upside. Like targets for wedges this big, it would take months to play out. Well, in traditional markets, it could take months to play out. Maybe in crypto, it takes like a week. But there's just been no indication that anyone cares or wants to own this stuff. There's no indication. Like Bitcoin has to like put in a much stronger argument that it's not going to crap out for anyone to gain confidence to own any scam coins, cryptos, beanie babies.
Zmrust is the only other crypto besides Bitcoin, but I don't think I can buy it,
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. It's true. Monero is real as F, but yeah, good luck gaining access to it. Moy, thanks for the 266. The quid towards the ICP, dude. I mean, you know, again, it's like $28, but who even cares? The first request is a 2 pound. Look at this crap, dude. It's like no one's making the market on these. It's over. Like, they might, again, one day you're going to get a rally on these scams. You finally eventually do. But it's miserable. Miserable price action. I mean, look at both of these highs. Lower than this high. These highs. It's just, you're so lucky that you're holding on to 461 right now. You're so lucky. Below this level, there is nothing to talk about till 350. Okay, so maybe they hold it. Maybe you win the jackpot of this holding. But if it doesn't hold, you got 25% downside. You ready for that? It's miserable. Okay, miserable. Everything is computer. Everything is scam in crypto, just about. Yeah, looking at these just makes me kind of like want to throw up because I'm just tired of looking at them. They're just scams on scams on scams. ONT, dude, it's ontology, but bro, it's an inverse head and shoulders. Yeah, right. Like I believe this trash. You don't trust potential inverse head and shoulders when they're trading below their all-time lows from years ago, and they've just one high, a second high, made their lowest highs ever. These are the lowest highs in the history of ONT, ontology. Yeah, dude, at one point, every single scam coin I'm looking at that you think no one would care about, there were people in my chat talking, bro, this coin's the future. This is going to do it. Where are those losers now? Putting the fries in the bag. These are scam coins, dude. Pepe coin. Pepe coin's a little better, actually. Pepe coin's, right? The spring back test here, confirmation low locally. You made a higher high. You're selling off, trying to make a higher low. Actually trying to defend this swing low from November 4th. Yeah, I can see Pepe coin looks okay. Compared to probably 99% other cryptos. Dude, who are these losers coming in my stream shilling for other people? Yeah, because the market is like, the crypto market's like legit murdered. Somehow that's like an issue. That's my fault, man. Yeah, I look at ApeCoin. Look at this. How can you, like, it's fine, maybe. It might be fine here at all-time lows. Maybe, dude, maybe they're spring back testing right now. Okay, put your money in ApeCoin. Yeah, dude, this is like, what's the point of even showing up? Like, this market is so effed. This is the only thing that matters. Bitcoin. There it is. Daily close. Yeah, dude, it's like pretty much if you want to lose money over a long period of time, you just own altcoins because that's what'll happen. You want to set your money on fire? Go ahead. Buy your scam coin. So that was, guess what, chat? Officially Bitcoin. Highest daily candle close confirmed since February 20th. Very good. Very, very good, boys. I like it, man. Yeah, I mean, that's the highest close of this recovery. Where yesterday wasn't, which was disappointing. 3-day? Well, yesterday we had the highest 3-day candle close since February 18th. And now we're above the 618. Oh, you know what's funny about that scrub that was talking trash, and he's telling you to watch someone else? You know that person who he told you to go watch? The only reason that person's live streaming is because of me. I met that person. He's a good guy. And it's like, he said I was inspiration. The only reason he live streams is because of me. So it's like, you want to talk crap, man. You don't even know his origins, where he came from as a streamer. I'm the origin, okay? What a joke, dude. So just marching up, man. Waiting on 99.3, 100K. Chip Flipper, I don't know about that, man. You're running out of time, dude. That wasn't good enough of a candle. I mean, it's great that we made the highest close since February 20th, but 2.5%. No, about 3%, really. 2.8. 2.9% upside before a 4K camera gets purchased. All right, so yeah, Zimmer Boomer, it is dead market. This is what happens eventually, right? You go on this, like, no one was complaining, talking crap here or even here. It's only here. Dude, we're at almost 100K Bitcoin and people still have problems, and that just proves how many people did not own Bitcoin on the way up. They missed everything. Like, I don't even understand, man. Participating in this market for 8 years, and it's like, how could you got none of this? You got none of it? Really? You're still not, like, well off enough yet after all these years? Tape Pusher, you do this over 7 years, okay? And you deal with market conditions like this, and you deal with certain people that show up to your stream day in, day out, when you're just trying to preach the good word of the traditional technical analysis by the effing textbooks, and you have people that don't have the aptitude or IQ to even understand what I'm trying to articulate, the message I'm trying to send. They can't understand it, and they have problems, and they talk trash, and it's just like, it's exhausting, okay? It gets very, very tiresome. Yeah, so whatever, man. It's just one of those days. I mean, this is just kind of like, okay, maybe going live 6 days a week or 5 days a week for people is just not a good idea. Maybe we should cut it down like two days a week, like everyone else. And that would probably, you know, make things a lot easier, because I'm just getting tired, man. Okay. I mean, I'm good though. Like, Bitcoin's 97K. That makes me really happy. But that's not a separate from streaming. Like, suffering fools is like the biggest pet peeve. And guess what? As a live streamer, you got to suffer a lot of fools. So, all right. Thanks for coming out. See y'all later. Till next time. Respect the TA.